This is Cecil B. Moneygetter, host of Money Talks, a new financial news upload that is laser focused on digital finance, cryptocurrencies, robotics, electric vehicles, stocks, the cannabis industry, and much, much more. Tune in and join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on our Information Meets Execution YouTube channel as we bring you financial news uploads, one trending topic at a time. And don't forget to stay listening, because money talks.
Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Money Talks. Today is Tuesday, June 4th, and we're just going to get right into it. So our first topic is the cannabis industry. Daily marijuana use surpasses daily drinking in U.S., study finds. For the first time, more Americans are using marijuana daily or nearly every day than those who drink alcohol that frequently. According to research published Wednesday in the journal Addiction, this shift has been 40 years in the making as recreational pot use has become mainstream and legal in nearly half of the U.S. states. In 2022, an estimated 17.7 million people reported using marijuana daily or near daily, compared to 14.7 million who drink that often. According to national survey data, this marks a significant increase from 1992, when less than 1 million reported near daily marijuana use. Alcohol versus marijuana. Although alcohol remains more widely used overall, 2022 was the first year that intensive marijuana uses surpassed daily drinking, said Jonathan Calkins, a cannabis policy researcher at Carnegie Mellon University. He noted that 40% of current cannabis users consume it daily or near daily, a pattern more akin to tobacco use. Changing attitudes in legal landscape. From 1992 to 2022, the rate of daily marijuana use increased 15-fold. Calkins suggests that this rise is partly due to the growing public acceptance, making individuals more willing to report their use. Most states now permit medical or recreational marijuana, though it remains federally illegal. Upcoming votes and federal movements may further change its legal status. The growing acceptance of recreational marijuana use comes as the Biden administration recently took a historic step without easing federal restrictions on cannabis, with plans to reclassify the drug for the first time since the Controlled Substances Act was enacted more than 50 years ago. Sources with the Associated Press confirmed Tuesday the Drug Enforcement Administration is expected to approve an opinion by the Department of Health and Human Services that marijuana should be reclassified as a less dangerous drug. The DEA's proposal, which still must be reviewed by the White House, Office of Management and Budget, would recognize the medical uses of cannabis and acknowledge it has less potential for abuse than some of the nation's most dangerous drugs. However, it would not legalize marijuana outright for recreational use. Next up, we have our technology news. This is the Technology Vision 2024. In brief, technology is becoming human by design, and enterprises that prepare now will eventually win in the future. How people access and interact with information is radically changing as human-like. AI-powered chatbots synthesize vast amounts of information and provide answers and advice. AI is starting to reason like us and will soon compromise entire ecosystems of AI agents who will work with one another and act for people and organizations alike. A new spatial computing medium is emerging, letting the digital world reflect what it means to be human in a physical space. The challenge of tech not understanding us and our intent is disappearing. Machines are getting much better at interacting with humans on their level. Now, for the first time in history, there's strong evidence to indicate that we are reversing course, not by moving away from technology, but rather by embracing a generation of technology that is more human. Technology that is more intuitive, both in design and in its very nature, demonstrates more human-like intelligence, and is easy to integrate across every aspect of our life. Generative AI has the potential to impact much more than just the task at hand. It's also starting to profoundly reshape organizations and markets. Consider the impact generative AI and transformer models are having on the world around us. What began as chatbots like ChatGPT and Bard has become a driving force in making technology more intuitive, intelligent, and accessible to all. Where AI once focused on automation and routine tasks, it's now shifting to augmentation, changing how people approach work, and is rapidly democratizing the technology and specialized knowledge that were once reserved for the highly trained. Technology that is human by design will reach new people and expand access to knowledge, which will enable ongoing innovation. Think of all the people who historically alienated by technology, who will be able to contribute to the digital revolution. As technology becomes more intuitive, we can tap into these people as new customers and new employees. Next up, we're heading into the stock market. We have 4 hot summer stocks that will likely heat up your portfolio. Stock markets are beginning to warm up as the summer season edges closer, and Wall Street sees slight improvement across all major indexes, led by the Dow Jones, following a slow yet motionless 3 days on the market. There is a shared sentiment regarding the old market, saying buy in May and go away, which often refers to investors buying stocks with the expectations of muted gains throughout the summer months. Although this might not always be the case, limited data and research prove the muted performance of specific stocks during the summer months, especially in sectors that typically experience higher consumer support, such as airlines, amusement parks, hospitality, food and beverage brands, and a selection of technology and biotech stocks. Nonetheless, whether you participate in buy in May and go away or not, careful consideration of current market against the backdrop of wider trends should remain key indicators of overall company well-being and stock performance. First up, we have Sunrun. The residential solar company Sunrun was part of the rally experienced during the last several trading days of March. Company's stock managed to lead in the sector, rising. Up first, we have Sunrun. The residential solar company Sunrun was part of the rally experienced during the last several trading days of March. Company stock managed to lead sector, rising 15% in a single day and steadily outpacing industry competitors. Currently, the company engages in several important activities throughout the supply chain, including design, development, sale, and ownership, along with installation services and maintenance of residential solar systems across the U.S. And analysts believe that the company could see stronger performance in the coming years should management decide to begin engaging in solar storage solutions, which has become a major drive of businesses for leading other competitors. Since the turn of the year, shares have tumbled by 32%, with the average stock price falling from $19.46 in January to $13.10 by the end of March. Declining performance could be closely related to the company's underwhelming quarterly performance. However, investors are taking stock again of Sunrun as share prices begin their steady ascent upwards and as demand for residential solar systems remains high. Solar stocks have seen positive momentum on the stock market in recent weeks as investors await inflation data and the general confidence of potential rate cuts looming ahead.
Watching Money Talks on our Information Meets Execution YouTube channel. You can also check out the 734 Listening Library YouTube channel for self-help shorts and audiobooks. Follow us on Instagram at 734 Miscellaneous LLC to continue our journey of growth and success together. I'll see you at the top. Holla.